Honor Club, where honor is real.
Ring of Honor fans, welcome to Month of Honor. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a trip down memory lane, back to the first ever final battle. The main event, which was myself and the fallen angel Christopher Daniels versus the Great Muta and Arashi. What's so special about this match to me was it was the magnitude of it. I was in there with the ring general, like Christopher Daniels, and standing across from you was the Pearl of the Orient, the legend, the Great Muta. But for a young Danny Moff, I was stepping into the fire, so to speak. But I was definitely in uncharted waters. You know, I certainly didn't shy away from the challenge. I feel like I went right in Muta, because that's the only way I think Danny Moff knows how to go. Without further ado, Ring of Honor fans, I give to you the first ever Ring of Honor final battle from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Danny Moff and Christopher Daniels, The Prophecy versus the Great Muta and Arashi.
And here we go, Punker. This is the big one for all the marbles for the All Japan Double Tag Team Championship. The challengers, Christopher Daniels and Dan Moff, representing the Prophecy and Ring of Honor against the Great Muta and Arashi. What a matchup we have here, Punk.
Yeah, it's a shame a couple of humps like Danny Moff and Chris Daniels will represent Ring of Honor when they actually don't believe in Ring of Honor and what Ring of Honor is about. And I'm also happy Hillbilly Jesus isn't out here so I can actually keep my composure and remain in my good mood.
Hillbilly Jesus?
Yes, Hillbilly Jesus, BJ Whitmer. This is a match I do want to see. And just like AJ Styles and Kaz Hayashi, just like Satoshi Kojima versus Homicide, I want to call this match as a fan of pro wrestling, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
But it might be a little bit hard.
Okay, well, let's go. We got Dan Moff starting off with Arashi here. And Dan Moff just got tossed. Did you know that Arashi was a sumo wrestler, a legit sumo wrestler turned into pro wrestling?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I don't think Danny Moff is normally used to locking up with somebody who's bigger than him.
Obviously not, because he's getting tossed around like a rag doll here. And again, Moff into the corner. I don't think Dan Moff has met anybody quite like Arashi. And look at the size of this guy, and looks like we got Chris Lovey. He's back again.
Well, that's what that smell is.
Oh, I'm back with a big scoop that you might want to know, CM Punk. Just like, you know what, I gotta say the atmosphere in the locker room is incredible. It's great hanging out there, it's great hanging out in the crowd. And, you know, that's where I found out about Loki and Homicide making up. But CM Punk, I got a big scoop for you.
Okay.
And it's Wilmington, Ohio, January the 10th. It's just been signed. The Second City Saints, you, Cabana, and Ace Steel, 6-man tag against Dan Moff, Chris Daniels, and BJ Whitmer, the Prophecy.
Great, so that's the beginning of the end for the Prophecy. It took the Prophecy how long to get rid of Steve Corino and his group?
about 6 months.
I promise you, I get rid of the prophecy in one night. For the 6 to 8 months of pain they put me through with See, I'm trying to call this match, and here you go again. You're pissing me off.
We better get back to the action. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go watch this from the crowd. What an atmosphere here. ROHWrestling.com, RFVideo.com, 215-891-9404 for all your live ROH and home video needs. Over 5,000 tapes, every promotion you can think of. I had to plug it. We got to pay the bills. And here comes Chris Daniels. And Ray, I hand it over to you.
Thank you, Chris Lovey. And Punk, it seems like you're losing your composure a little bit. It's a big announcement as Ring of Honor returns to Southwestern Ohio, the place it all started. You know, the confrontation with Lucy. And it looks like we're going to have Christopher Daniels and the Great Muta squaring off here right in the ring. Your thoughts, Punk?
There's nothing I want more than to lock horns with Chris Daniels and Hillbilly Jesus. Okay? But that'll come. That's something for another day. Okay? Remember, don't let me get off track here. You do not want me to go on another rant.
Well, just one thing quickly. That's a pretty bold statement. You want to get rid of the prophecy in one night?
One night. I promise you I will do that.
Do you really think that could be done? Christopher Daniels has almost had a stranglehold here on Ring of Honor for the last 2 years.
Do I think it can be done? Well, if I can't do it, it can't be done.
Well, I guess what? I'm showing up to Wilmington, Ohio because I definitely want to see that collision. That is going to be a car crash if you ever saw one in Wilmington, Ohio, January 10th. My goodness. And my goodness, right here in the middle of the ring, the Great Muta and Daniels squaring off.
It is a historic moment.
And Muta capitalizing here on Daniels with the upper hand. You don't see that too often. But you probably think that's going to happen on January 10th as well. Wow, what a matchup that's going to be. I'm sorry. I can't believe we're taken away from this match. But
you got the Great Muta in the ring. Shut up for a second.
Okay. Well, let's go to the match.
This.
Call it. Muta with a headlock there on Daniels. Working on that left arm. Has a wrist lock right there.
Could you just feel the electricity in this crowd?
Oh, it's intense. It's unbelievable.
It's like I feel like they're just waiting for something.
We're ready for an explosion right here as the Great Muta kicks Daniels right in the rib, and Daniels is down. He's in the corner. And who would ever have thought that the Great Muta would be here in Ring of Honor and going against a prophecy? This is just incredible.
Muta and Daniels set the tie up once more.
Come on. What's going on here? A little mind games by Daniels. What's this all about? And the Great Muta. Wow, and there it is. Punk the green mist. And you want to talk about mind games right there.
And that is frightening.
And Daniels taking a powder to the floor. I don't think he's ready for something like that. Look at Dan Moff, he's beside himself. And the fans here in Philadelphia definitely behind the Great Muta. And Muta meets Daniels, excuse me.
Muta's all over Daniels like a bad habit. He takes him to the far corner.
Muta with the headbutt. And now punch to the face right there. Great Muta definitely being very methodical. Every time he's in this persona, every time he's in the Great Muta character, it's that slow, methodical, he just breaks down his opponent. And we're seeing it right here in Ring of Honor.
And this is what the fans came here to see.
And Daniels firing back. And Daniels with a choke. That's not very honorable.
What'd you expect?
I guess you're right. And Daniels has Muta in the ring. What's he going for?
What a coup it would be for Daniels to win this match.
Oh, that would be unbelievable. Can you imagine the ego of Christopher Daniels if he could score a win?
There's so much riding on this, though.
And can you imagine if this Ring of Honor tag team goes to Japan as the All Japan Double Tag Team Champions? Could you imagine that?
You know damn well if Daniels wins this match, he's going to claim that he and his prophecy are the ones that were the reason that ROH won the whole thing in the beginning.
Yes, you're right there, and look at the weight advantage here by
The real
Arashi.
reason Ring of Honor is up in this four-match little gimmick here is because of me and Colt Cabana, but it's a story for another day. Arashi is just overpowering Chris Daniels now. Big size difference here again. They're giving up a lot of weight.
I guess look
at Daniels trying to push Arashi.
It pains me to agree with you, but you are right. You did win that match. And it's taken two men, two large and powerful men, just to back Arashi up into the corner. I guess that's the advantage you have when you're a former sumo wrestler, Punk.
You know how to use your weight to your advantage, definitely.
And Arashi with a clubbing chop.
He's fighting back.
And another forearm. This guy's like a wall. How do you even move a guy like that?
He's not using close fists. He's using those knife-edge chops to the back.
And Moff with a desperation finger to the eye right there.
It'll slow up anybody.
But even a chop like that to this monster here, how much damage does that really do? They're going to have to try to ground this guy, as they just have Arashi in the corner. Now Daniels with another choke.
I'm not exactly sure when Arashi got into pro wrestling, so I don't know who has the experience between him and Daniels, but obviously Muta definitely with the most experience in this match.
Well, I believe Arashi actually, some are saying, I have to clarify this, but a couple of the Japanese press, it could be lost in translation, said that Arashi was a part of the second Crockett Cup in Baltimore. That's what they were saying. I got to check up on that. I'm not quite sure. But if that's the case, he's been a pro wrestling veteran for about 15 years.
Right.
And now Muta again with a snapmare.
Here we go.
And that's one of the moves the pro wrestling fans in Philadelphia came to see. The Muta elbow, and we could get a moonsault here.
Oh, no way. Allison Danger's up on the ring.
Oh, she could get the mist. And Daniels from behind. Can you imagine if Muta busted out the moonsault here? I mean, it's public knowledge. We know that the knees of Muta are virtually destroyed from the pro wrestling wars he's gone through over the last 20 years, and he only hits the moonsault on special occasion, but he was going for it here. That just shows how desperate these guys are for a win.
That just shows you how special this night is. He only saves that moonsault for the special occasions, and this, believe it or not, is a special occasion.
And Muta firing back on the Prophecy right now.
Yeah, but Muta already got outsmarted by the Prophecy once. And the great equalizer, I'm sorry to say, on the ring floor is Allison Danger. She just saved her team from certain defeat.
She set up this whole predicament. If it wasn't for Allison Danger, this match could have been over. The great Muta could have hit that moonsault. It could have been all over. But you're right, Allison Danger saving the day for the Prophecy. And Dan Moff with a nice forearm to the back of the great Muta. And Christopher Daniels and Dan Moff probably only tagging a couple times here, but they're looking like a well-oiled machine here. They're a cohesive unit, and this doesn't bode quite well for you maybe in January in Wilmington, Ohio. These guys are looking impressive against a Japanese legend like the great Muta. What does this mean for you guys?
Nice Arabian press by Chris Daniels. He only gets a 2 count. You seem to forget that it appeared that Danny Moff wasn't too happy with Christopher Daniels for letting Hillbilly Jesus into the Prophecy.
BJ Whitmer. Yeah, you're right. That's something that's definitely going to have to be looked at here.
Right, and when have you ever known me and Cole Cabana to not get along? So obviously the better team.
I did see a ring entrance. There was a little miscommunication there in the music.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it was. I mean, I saw it. And the great Muta almost fighting for his life here. He needs a tag. And a nice
double team maneuver. And he grabs a Koji clutch on Muta.
And we could get a submission here on the great Muta. You imagine if Christopher Daniels made Muta tap here in the middle of the ring? But getting back to that, we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on Dan Moff and BJ Whitmer. There's definitely a little heat between the two. They've been beating the hell out of each other for the past year. And now Christopher Daniels wants these two to be together as a cohesive unit. I don't know if I can quite see that happening.
Believe me, I'm gonna exploit that too. Arashi's in to break the save.
Arashi's saving the day right there with a well-placed boot with a lot of weight behind it, I'll tell you.
You gotta wonder how long Muta was able to stay in that hold. I mean, he had nowhere to go.
Dan Moff
shoots Muta in.
And what a match, what an opportunity for Dan Moff to be in the ring with the great Muta right here as he goes for a snapmare. And these guys are just cutting the ring off in half. They're looking like the better tag team right now. And speaking of all the things going on. Can't forget, later on, after this match, we're going to have Good Times, Great Memories, I believe with Special K, and the Carnage crew are on a rampage still in the locker room, and we're going to see what's going on with that segment with your other running mate, Colt Cabana. We got to see what's going on.
What, am I running for president now?
You know what I mean. You're a tag team. I'm sorry.
If I did run for president, would you vote for me?
Possibly.
Would you vote now?
Possibly. I mean,
possibly. You don't know?
Well, would I?
Are you on drugs?
No. I wouldn't vote because that means you got to do jury duty, and I got called to jury duty, so that's why I don't vote anymore.
I've never done jury duty in my life.
Okay, well, that's what happens. But we will have Colt Cabana with Special K and see if the Carnage crew can catch up with Special K. There's a lot of deep issues between those two tag teams as Muta firing up as he needs a tag. And Daniels with a well-placed elbow right to the throat of Muta.
Arashi's smart enough not to chase Daniels.
What?
Or Arashi's stupid. I don't know.
Or Arashi just didn't feel like moving.
Maybe not so much.
And Dan Moff comes by with a nice leg drop.
He's getting cocky, though. You do not get cocky when you're in the ring with the Great Muta.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I remember when I had my big historic feud with him in Puerto Rico, and I never once took him lightly.
With your what?
Danny Moff shoots Muta in. Muta hits a drop kick. Did you see that?
Nice elevation there by Muta. What are you talking about? Your series of matches with Muta in Puerto Rico.
Great Muta throw a drop kick. Arashi just threw a drop kick.
My goodness, Punk. What agility by the big man. You were never even in Puerto Rico.
A sumo wrestler just threw a drop kick.
Stop changing the subject.
I will not. I refuse.
And Arashi with the big lariat. And he's got Moff hooked. What's this? A big belly-to-belly suplex. This could be it.
Dan Moff kicks out.
What a beautiful suplex by the big man right there. As Muta and Arashi almost successfully defended the titles right there with a belly-to-belly suplex. And Dan Moff in a lot of trouble.
He scores with a forearm. As Alice in Danger still looking like the Sea Hag from Popeye, sitting ringside, trying to get her man back in the game.
Sea Hag, is that necessary?
Yes, it's necessary. Is her being ringside necessary?
Well, you know, maybe I'd have to agree with you on that one. As Moff firing up with some forearms there.
Moff gets the better of
Puerto Rico. What are you going to say next? You feuded with Inoki in Japan 20 years ago? Come on. And what's this? A nice shoulder block by Moff as Daniels hooking the leg, but not enough.
Using their weight, their combined weight to take down Arashi.
And Daniels with a headbutt. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do with Arashi.
Power slam by Arashi.
Wow, nice execution there by Arashi. And the tag into Muta again.
Oh no, here we go. He's gonna pick apart that knee.
And he's just setting up Daniels here for the Dragon Screw.
You know what he's setting up for.
He's gonna go for that figure four.
Did you hear that, crowd?
I heard it. The fans getting behind the figure four by the Great Muta. And Moff breaking it up. And here comes Arashi.
He's had enough.
It looks like this match is breaking down. And Arashi following Moff to the floor. Daniels going for a pinning combination, but not enough.
I think that was it.
And Arashi like a house of fire on the outside. And here comes Muta with a well-placed boot to the midsection of Daniels.
He's gonna stay on that knee. Oh, chair shot by Danny.
Where did that come from? Dan Moff with the chair, and now he's bringing it into the ring. They're gonna break the code here, I guess. This is uncalled for. Damn! And there's the red mist. Where did that come from? And Moff is blinded. Moff is at a disadvantage. And Daniels scoops up Muta.
My moonsault is so much better than his.
And here we go, the double jump moonsault. But no water in the pool. And here it comes. And the Shining Wizard brings victory for the Great Muta and Arashi. What a matchup here in Philadelphia.
You know, I'm not surprised Daniels dropped the ball and let them even it up to 2-2. But Daniels has other things to worry about right now, and that's Wilmington, Ohio on January 10th. My Second City Saints are going to meet his prophecy, and in one night, we will rid Ring of Honor